press bike was supplied by Harley-Davidson Australia and was kitted out with the optional 114 cube Milwaukee 8 engine fitted in the all-new Softail chassis. This is a combination that has taken what was already one of the best pure cruiser style motorcycles on the market and turned it to 11. This is now the complete package: engine, gearbox, chassis, suspension, style and aesthetics. Yeah, I said aesthetics because I actually like the look of the new and controversial headlight. Not only does it look pretty good, it's literally quite brilliant too, because it casts a wide, flat beam that lights up country roads very well. The first things I noticed when I was heading uptown after picking up the bike were the quality of the suspension and the smoothness and responsiveness of the engine. The high-performance suspension in the new frame is such an improvement over previous fatties, it is quite remarkable.
The one thing you notice in open road riding is just how good this suspension is. This is quite a rough road, and on older model Fat Boys I was sort of riding along here bracing for impact because of the stiffness of the rear suspension. But with this one, it just soaks up the bumps quite nicely. There's no jarring, you don't have to grit your teeth, and anytime a pothole or a manhole cover or some railway lines jump out in front of you, the suspenders just soak it up beautifully, and it's a lovely, smooth and very comfortable ride. It's down here, just crossing these railway lines, that the true beauty of this new suspension got to me. This used to be a bit of a opportunity to bottom out some of the old Softails with me on board, and this thing just powers over them without any discomfort at all. Beautiful.
Some of that would be down to how easy it is to properly dial in the preload now. Now it's just a matter of twisting the knob on the right hand side cover.
That's also helped by the new saddle. It's also all day good. I've done a couple of really long rides or really lengthy rides on this bike now and haven't got any saddle soreness at all. It's just comfortable riding position. It's that sit at the dinner table type riding position. The new motor is fabulous. The 114 cube has got real gobfuls of grin-inducing torque. It just trundles along beautifully. And then when you do open up the throttle, it gets out of the blocks really nicely. Just launches fantastically. It's got so much torque. You find that you tend to short shift it rather than tapping it out, so you can really get the best out of the torque of the engine. Righto, let's see what she does. Oh, she does good. She does real good. Also much improved, I think, is the brakes, or are the brakes. I've rarely used the back on this bike at all because the front's just so good. It really is just a pleasure to ride. Gearbox is very precise, very sure shifting, clicks into gear really nicely. It's out here on the freeway that the bike really does shine. It's smooth, it's torquey, It's just beautiful. There's virtually no vibration coming through the handlebars or footboards, just the slightest little bit, but otherwise at sort of freeway speeds, it's just super comfortable and the sort of bike you could ride all day. Just beautiful. Those brakes are so nice. And that cornering clearance is much better. Much better. Other fat boys I've tested used to drag around that corner at that sort of speed. Don't know if it's down to the wheels and tyres or the new suspension holding it up better, but certainly has a much better tipping feel.
The front tyre has been increased from a 140 section on the 17 model up to a 160 on the new, and it's noticeable. Grabbing a handful of brakes mid-apex makes the fat front end want to stand up pretty quickly, but set it up right and it's all good.
You still have to ride around that 240 section rear. It does take more effort, more body English to get it to go around a corner than the Softail Slim, for example's 180 section. Or even the 200 sections on the older model fat boys.
I guess it just goes to show you can't ride the pictures. For a bike that created so much online angst when it was first announced, the 2008 FL FBS is actually a fat-ass cruiser of the first order. In the flesh, it's great looking, it has a wonderful new chassis and engine, and even the Lakester cast wheels look the part. But it's still a fat boy at heart, one of the most famous motorcycles in popular culture, ever.